Warning. This game contains content that might not be suitable for most audiences. Viewers' discretion is advised. It's hard to believe that falling in love would come so easily. Love at first sight is obviously a joke. The red string of fate is literally a myth. And don't get me started with those fics with those established romance tags attached. Those lousy, thin-veiled wish fulfillments, my god. Everyone knows or should know that there's no good in rushing a romance. Slow burns are what ache the heart of mankind. The pining, the swooning, the will they, won't they, and the annoyingly inevitable conflict that somehow always gets wrapped up nicely by the third act. That's what makes it or breaks it, honestly. They are all essential ingredients for the perfect romance. Who would ever want it undercooked? To have it taste suffer in mediocrity? A rush romance or, insta love is where you get the deranged, the obsessive, the wackos who try everything and anything to fill the hole where the heart is supposed to be. It's honestly pitiful. Now, I won't say that I'm a love expert. All my crushes have been sometimes misleading, most of the time fictional, and all the time self. I'm just simply, well, equipped in the field due to my extensive secondhand research. With all the fanfiction, books, movies, K-dramas, anime, manga, and questionable dating sims I consumed over the past 18 years of my life, it's actually pretty scary how much I know. Love must blossom slowly like a flower, flow gently like a river, and be played with the right cards in mind. It's through that, and only that love can be served on a silver platter. Thus, it takes time and it takes my patience. And so here I am, waiting outside in the cold, dangling on a withering tree in the middle of the night. I'm trying not to fall out of said tree as I hold on to my binoculars to watch the one some may call love lounging about in their bedroom. How I wish it was raining to make the scene less awkward and more romantic. Yet, here we are. Love is still up doing the homework. Or it's better to say that they were trying to do their homework. The lab questions torments them with their abundance, while love torments me with their existence. Oh, how the world loves to play its games. Love, the individual, has rejected all the foundations of love, the concept. They skim to the end without even bothering to understand the importance of growth needed in relationship. They act on all the good parts and call it a day, which is understandably fair, but leaves me stuck both physically and metaphorically. Because, as previously stated, I'm stuck in a tree! I'm risking both my life and my emotions here. In all honesty, I only care about one of them. This all began like any other high school romantic comedy. Last Friday at 9 a.m. in chemistry. Most students were half asleep, nodding off in their seats or drooling in their textbooks. Even the teacher was out of it. The video she had put up for us had long since ended, and we are about 15 minutes deep into a mukbang live stream. Why are we watching a mukbang live stream? Why is this still a thing? I stayed awake, wondering for a good enough minute if this will be an alright career to move to skip college for. Would it still count if I shoved the food down someone else's throat? I think it should. Tap, tap, tap. I felt a short round of taps being played on my shoulder. Each tap was so light that it barely graced the jacket I wore. It was as if the act itself didn't want to inconvenience me with any wrinkles. Sorry, is this yours? Oh! Age 18, they, them, the charmer. Did real people always look this attractive? Damn, love! I turned around in my seat to find them in all their glory, holding a chewed up pen that wasn't at all mine. I still took it. Thanks. And in return, they granted me a beautiful smile I didn't ask at all for. It's not a problem. Then they went back to their seat to do whatever they were doing, not knowing what they had done. A goddamned meet cute. For a meet cute, I always expected to be met with some cringeworthy misunderstanding, crude embarrassment, or even downright hostility. When I'm in the mood for that, obviously. But this, the irony of the situation was not even lost to me. Like, yeah, we were in chemistry class. But oh god, did we have chemistry? Bruh, I couldn't even lie that we did. The exchange was so dumbfoundedly dull that the fact that my heart was racing like a bullet train left me utterly astounded. But dumb. I never felt this way before. I don't think I could ever feel this way. Would it be weird to say that it didn't feel natural? But dumb. Those incredibly horny self-inserts, X-Readafix, didn't do a damn thing to prepare me for this moment. Thus, all I could do was sit and watch a man stuff more and more pork belly down his throat. He did with such ease and confidence that I strangely began to relate to him. Am I falling for the mukbang, dude? Together, we stood at risk of cardiac arrest. Me and the mukbang, dude? I don't think this is love. Me and the mukbang, dude? Yes, I'm aware that I've been so wrong about so many things in the past and will continue to be wrong about so many more things in the future. But, like, be for effing real. I know what love is, and this can't be it. It's too bland. It's too rushed. It's too... Wait, what is that? I switched the focus of my binoculars to get a closer look. Oh, it looks like love is on the move. They're going to bed. Didn't realize they're wearing such cute pajamas. A white tee and plaid sweats. That's a trendsetter. Hold up. Do they even own stuffed animals? In my view, it looks like they have a whole collection in their closet. That's so adorable. And they wear retainers too. Why don't they wear those to school? Retainers definitely complement their smile and... Perhaps it's not too hard to believe that falling in love will come so easily. After all, there's still plenty of room left to build a proper relationship. If I actually want it or not. And I have to admit that the feeling itself, being in love, feels rather nice. It's very bubbly or, like for a better word. I just need to be sure of it, so I'm able to deal with it down the line. I should be able to deal with it. Prom is just around the corner after all. I should prepare for it. I mean, when will I ever have this chance again? To pursue love and keep it for myself. Who would have ever thought that? To be the main character of a rom-com whose name will shine brightly in book sleeves, film and television adaptations, perhaps a video game. And what is that name? Lion. That's right. A rose by any other name would smell as sweet. And there's no room for misgendering around these pots. So what are those pronouns? I feel he, him today, so he, him. Yes, sir. Just want to clarify that for the masses. Yeah, this is a big moment for me. And I will make it everyone's problem. The things you do for love. To date or eliminate. Day 1. Making waves. I didn't expect falling in love would hurt so much. Last night, I fell off a tree. I would have skipped another day at school, but that would set back my brand new plan. Let's win love, no matter what, no matter how. A handy love guide by yours truly, Lion. Okay, I'm not sure if I should go down the yandere route first or the heartbreaker route. Let's see how it goes. The details of it are still a work in progress, yet I believe that my sheer optimism and drive will help right itself. Because today, I've done what others may think is impossible. Managed to get and memorize love's entire schedule in a day? It's part to learn a lot about a person you probably are attracted to. The best way to do that is to know their daily routine. So I did just that. I've skipped some classes and threatened some chumps to help me out. Who knew people cared so much about their fingernails? That's me! But whatever, it's Tuesday, it's 3:10 p.m. And I am very fortunate to have this time already slotted to spend it with love in our dedicated homeroom 459. To spend in this case really means to coexist in the same space with me, sitting up far back and them up front. Students are free to leave for the day to go about their after-school extracurriculars. But some stay to wait for the public transit that constantly comes an hour late or to lurk around if they have nothing better to do. I lurk. Love awaits. And so, this is where you wandered off. And she is not supposed to be here. Captain, age 18, she, her, lovable, alpha bit, brains, brawn, biatch. Ah, so there it is. Was wondering where that notebook went. The damned notebook. Earlier today at 1 p.m., Love had a free period in which they spent the time to cool off and go for a swim in the school's sports complex. Just some period of them floating about in the pool. Well, yes, the temptation of gawking at them was no doubt on the table. I set my time to good use by coercing some losers to borrow Love's backpack while Love's off taking a dip. It's a win-win situation, as they got to learn so much about Love through rummaging their belongings. Like, did you know that they don't remove those little scraps of paper in the spirals of their notebook after ripping out the sheets? Love will be pleased as punch to know that I took initiative, the time, and not the effort to learn more about them. And those chums didn't have to wait 6 to 12 months for their fingernails to grow back. But now, I must rethink that since those idiots screwed up one simple task. And our captain is here to save the day. Hip hip! You'd definitely lose your head if it wasn't attached. She bops him on the head with notebook. Did you just hurt my love? I want to bop them on the head with a notebook. Now, before you act all charitable, I already took compensation by copying down your notes. Your analysis on Shakespeare really helped a bunch, so we're even. Is that so? Love smiles. Oh, wow. How I love their smile. You know, cheating doesn't look so good for early recruitment. Colleges might want to drop you out because of it. Captain. She scoffs at them. How dare she? I should be the one scoffing at them! Huh? What was that? Was that the sound of someone's chemistry grade falling by not one, but 2 letters? Wow, a major shock to your transcript. Love? Oh, please, you don't mean that. Huh. How they speak to one another. It sounds like they're... Oh. My... Gosh! Will those 2 get a room already? Everyone else can see the chemistry between them. I must eliminate Captain at all cost. I know. It's too good to be true if they haven't hooked up already. I heard that Miss Captain of the swim team had a crush on Love since elementary school. Childhood sweethearts, perhaps? Gossip runs pretty rapidly in this lovely school of mine. It keeps everything interesting and everyone informed, as my fellow peers would say. Unsurprisingly, though, most rumors are full of poo, and I normally ignore them all. But this time, I happen to latch on every word of these annoying, excessive gossips, and watch my index finger bleed with each new engravement on my desk. Why did I do such a thing? The childhood friends to lovers trope is so overdone these days. Look at her. She placed her arm around his shoulder. Ballsy. Wait, what? No! No! I turn around with regret. There's Captain escorting Love out of the classroom, arms shrinking the space between them. She's obviously violating Love's personal space, yet no one but me is batting an eye. Captain then starts to laugh as if the whole situation isn't a tad bit concerning. Well, Love is leaving themselves vulnerable to this wicked Love's drowning in their eyes. You can so tell. They aren't looking in any other direction but dead on. No. Love can't be in love with her. There's a due process set in place. Plus, still need to figure out my own stuff. And it's just not fair. They'll be all capped shocked if they aren't each other's date for Oopsies. I didn't mean that to be so loud. It's just that this whole thing, this super duper weird thing is stressing me out. I guess the time is of the essence. And as much as I'd like to be swept on my feet, life has handed me a more dominant role to play. Perhaps Love would be into that. Quit getting distracted, Lion! This fantasy I may want won't become a reality I may need if I keep this up. It's game time, Lion. Let's win love no matter what, no matter how. Should I check in with Captain, find time with love? Find time for love might be a bit too... Okay, on one hand, I'd be able to get to know love a bit better. But on the other hand, I should always check on my rivals to make sure that they do not proceed any further. Check in with Captain. Transfer students are always so weird, right? You'd think he'd assimilate by this point. Is it just me, or do y'all also sense some real bad vibes from him? From who? Me? Me? So, the sports complex is a building separated from the main school. It was recently renovated, thus it's beaming with such lame modernism on the inside while maintaining its aging masonry on the outside. For the appropriate oohs and ahs, you know. Many have said that there was nothing even wrong with the old building, and that the school just had some money left to spend. For someone who went to private school, this public school never ceases to amaze me by how much it enjoys flaunting its wealth. They could have at least used the spare change to serve us better food at the cafeteria. In all honesty, I'd rather be spending time with love, well, not with them. I still want to respect them by providing them a safe space with me and admiring them from a safe distance. They deserve that much, like any other person. I wouldn't want to scare them off with my ambiguous affection. Unlike the repulsive heathen, I will honor one's personal space. I have to admit that I greatly underestimate how attractive love is. Their beautiful coiled hair that one can unravel stories from. Their gorgeous hazel green eyes that one can paint words with. And they just have so many features that can leave many in awe. So of course, I don't fault anyone for falling heads over heels for him. But like, can I at least have a chance? Kelly hoped that love gets home safely. Not. I do possess a copy of the bus's driver's ID that can always track down Love's phone. Must be prepared for anything. Once on the ground floor, I immediately hit by the familiar smell of chlorine. Yuck. Lion, you're late. Again. Wait, what? What do you mean I'm late? Was I supposed to be here? She found me instead. You already missed out on yesterday's practice. It would have been nice to hear a heads up if you weren't gonna bother to be on time for today's. Due to this self-imposed romantic quest of mine, I kind of sort of forgot that I'm part of the swim team and captain is my captain. Wait! You're telling me this whole time I was jealous of my own captain. What if I flirt with her too? What if I decide to flirt with Captain so that she won't have any time to flirt with my one and true love? And then I choose to flirt with love too. And perhaps every single one of those people who choose to make their advances towards love, I will be the one who loves all those who loves love. Who else could be better to love love than the ones who love all those who love love? Let's have a drinking game with how many times I say love in this episode, huh? Whoops. I guess love does make the brain go brrr, huh? Captain. I didn't realize you missed me. Captain flicks my forehead. Ow. Just tell me if you're okay or not. It's probably because I'm trying to be more observant, but it's very obvious how differently Captain speaks to me compared to how she speaks to love. The bluntness is still there. That's her signature. It's a tone that's off, which makes sense, but still manages to annoy me. Well, she's waiting for a response. I can't keep her waiting, lest I dare not afflict her forehead. Oh yeah, I fell a bit under the weather, started to catch feelings for someone. I like where this is going. What did you just say? I said I think I fell madly in love last week. And it was so much so that I didn't know how to deal with it properly and got really, really sick because of it. Like, I actually started throwing up, like, Captain flicked my forehead! Ow! Again! You know, can't handle a small, minuscule fraction of your shenanigans, Lion. But are you being for real right now? You have a crush on somebody. Yeah, is that really so hard to believe? Yes. What does she mean by yes? I can totally, I can totally develop feelings for people. What are you talking about? Heck, I am capable of liking someone. Might be confused if I currently am, but I'm still capable of the notion. I think. Yeesh. Here I thought being honest would weaken her defenses by sympathizing with me. But she instead ridicules me. My God! Would take her down right now if I wasn't so scared of her brawn. She might not look it, but I can imagine her snapping me like a twig. Come on, I didn't mean anything bad by it. Also, you pouting isn't serving you any favors, so quit that. I didn't even know I was pouting. Part of me knows the captain didn't mean any ill from his statement. It's honestly annoying how genuine she sounded. It just makes it harder for me to offer without any guilt. Boo. It's just... How can I say this nicely? You have unrealistic standards. Do I? You mean high standards? Yeah, no, there's a difference. For example, I live by high standards to the point that it may be detrimental to my self-worth. No comment. You, on the other hand, have unrealistic standards to where people you fawned over could never ever possibly exist. Huh? Okay, let me put things in your perspective. The petals of cherry blossoms swirl in the air. You're running late again to the also important swim meet. You didn't have time to eat breakfast, so naturally, you stuffed a piece of toast in your mouth. Such a nutritious, well-balanced breakfast, I must say. Why does it sound like a fanfic? And off you went. And then turned around the corner and... thud! You bumped into someone. And not just any someone. You, Lion, bumped into this amazing, 8-footed, secretly muscular god in human form. Who you will learn later is your reincarnated lover. Who was also a demon lord, now with amnesia. What in the AO3? And who is totally obsessed over you, but doesn't know why. Because of plot. Then we must endure a painstakingly slow burn where both parties are scared to confess. Until the final episode that ends on a thrilling cliffhanger. Well, duh, obviously. That's so hot. Oh yeah, so hot. But it's unrealistic, which is what I'm getting at. So yeah, I'm a bit surprised that you, out of all people, have a crush on a real person, and actually missed a whole day of school because of it. Must have hit you bad, so spill. This time I pout intentionally. Don't be like that, Lion. Fine, I'll drop it. For now. Let's go and take a lap in the pool to cool off those feelings then, huh? Wait, do we have to? No. No. I'll just suspend you off the team due to a lack of diligence. Boo! Just go change and we'll do some warm-ups. Won't kill you. She bops my head. Oh wow, she gives good bop. Am I blushing? Ah! Man, my character is just down bad for everyone. My character is both yandere and down bad for everyone. My character is me. It takes some time for me to change to my swimwear, and I already see Captain in a pool swimming laps with no care in the world. I would be lying if I say I didn't envy her. She's smart, she's beautiful. She probably lives by dumb ethics. Just look at her now. She's truly a natural with how she threads the water. She's so graceful that I mistake her for a mermaid. Of course, she can capture the attention of love. I honestly stand no chance. Lion, get over here already. Gah, I can't be having doubts about this now. I got to pull myself together and just remind myself that it doesn't matter how beautiful or smart she is. Everyone dies eventually. So it looks like your time is roughly the same, Lion. You need to relax your muscles so you can glide through the water. May I? I'm hesitant in allowing Captain Perfect to get all touchy. Touchy with me! Ugh. I know I'm not an amazing swimmer, but it's still annoying to be reminded of how much I suck at it. I don't remember why I joined this club. As I float my arms holding onto the pool's edge, she lifts up my legs to stretch them out. I thought her presence would be kind of invasive, like how she was with love, but it's honestly rather comforting. Damn her. Hey, you're tensing up. Try to... Captain abruptly pauses. Do you mind if we take a break? She doesn't wait for a response as she lets go and moves in closer to the wall beside me. She pushes her back against the wall and gazes out to the water. Maybe I should... let her speak? You think I'm a good captain? Huh? Where did that come from? She lets out a light chuckle. Her gaze doesn't stray from the water. You okay with me venting for a sec? I solemnly nod. You're not the only one who skips practice. More and more of you guys just keep dropping out, which is fair. I would have dropped out too if I wasn't in charge. I see. I know you have your own lives and like college's thing that's happening, but I don't know. It just feels sucky. When I first joined, I was so in love with the team. We had each other's back and we were so in sync. The big difference between now and then is that I'm the captain. Yay. She groans out loud. I wasn't expecting her to open up to me. Like, I didn't expect her to open up with her feelings. This is getting pretty awkward. Sorry, I know you're not here to give me free therapeutic advice, but it's just, when you tensed up, I felt as if I've done something wrong. I know that I'm rough around the edges. That's literally my brand at this point. I don't want you guys to be uncomfortable around me. I want you guys to have fun and stuff. Yeah. Man, it sounds so pathetic right now. Captain goes silent, allowing for the ambience to take over. For me to respond. I think you're doing a good job, Captain. Like Captain, I fumble when trying to be sincere. She makes it seem way easier than it is. Turning to face me, Captain even raises a brow, before slipping out a smile. This is a lousy attempt of you trying to make me better, I gotta say. It's hardly working. I'm not that good with comforting people. Sorry. Yeah, I figured. I seriously appreciate the effort. Thanks, Lion. How can she say my name with that smile? Makes me feel... No, wait. I can only deal with so many unnecessarily complicated feelings this week. You know what? I'll push aside these thoughts for now. I should start preparing for the sleepover next week. I'm going to text the team to remind them. And lure them in with my signature gulab jamun. Gulab jamun? Oh my god, it sounds amazing. And you... She flings her index finger at me, hovering just slightly above my nose. A droplet of water falls on the tip, and I try not to be amused. You better be there and on time. Aye, aye, Captain. Captain purses her lips, suddenly giving me a once-over. She leans closer to me. Way too close. Crap. Is she finding a way to execute my end? She gets her confidence back, and now she's ready to strike? Damn it. Here I was, thinking of giving her a pass, but not an If you don't mind me asking, is there a reason why you're so tense? Huh? Why is she so observant? I'm not trying to make this about me. I only want to know if you're okay, because it seems you've been stressing out about something. Or is it someone? Is it love? What? I don't know what you're... Oh my. So I am right, huh? You were staring pretty intensely at them when I dropped off their notebook. That and last Friday in chem, I caught you blushing hard. After they handed back your... What was it? A pencil, I want to say. It's that obvious? Obvious? For me, sure, but love is... Ugh, oblivious to say the least. Do you have a crush? Do I have a crush on love? Me and my childhood bestie, love? My ride and die? Of course, it's painfully obvious and I can't deal with him. Hold up. Is love the reason you skipped the whole day of school? Oh my. You are something else, Lion. Aw, you're pouting again. That I am. You are mistaken. Lion up, Lion. She flicks my forehead again. Ow! Again! I'll be cheering you on. You're cute, and love will be even more of an idiot if they say so otherwise. Plus, you'll be better than Sung. Who? I don't think much of the matter. Instead, I get out of the water, sitting on the edge and kicking my feet. Captain lies her head on the coping, facing towards me, smile front and center. Why does she have to be cute? As teammates, we gotta stick together. I have your back no matter what. I don't make the rules. She gives a light punch to my knee, and I can't help but like the feeling of it. As much as offing Captain is still on the table, I don't see any reason to do it now if I'm being honest. She might have a crush on love, but she isn't pursuing them for reasons I don't really care to know. And, since the two of them are friends, I can learn so much about love without always resorting to theft and coercion. Oh my god! My Keikaku is coming together! That will help me a lot in avoiding massive jail time. I appreciate it, Captain. You don't always have to call me Captain, you know? I can only stand to be called that for ironic reasons. Call me Sreya, or else I'll suspend you from the team. Captain, Sreya, pulls herself out of the pool and reaches her hand out to help me up. I take the hand. Let's get out of here. This break has been going on long enough and... You should probably replace that bandage on your finger. Look down at my self-inflicted finger. Huh, the bandage is peeling off. So perceptive. So, what do you say about us planning to take down love over some bubble tea? There's a small cafe around the block and, thanks to our mutual having once lost a notebook, I don't have much homework to fret over. I nod eagerly. I know exactly the place she's talking about. Their boba is to die for. Huh. I guess it's a good thing I didn't kill her. I got a friend! I have a friend! Day 2. Pot of the cards. Catching feelings for something is a bit paradoxical, I have to admit. There are moments where I feel so happy and bubbly from just thinking about love. And there are moments where I feel so confused and yucky by the same thought. Why are emotions so unnecessarily convoluted? Why can't they be simple and sweet? It's always fun reading such high rush of emotional dumpster fire roller coasters that love-stuck protagonists must undergo in my favorite manhwas and web novels. But to experience them yourself is honestly kind of a bummer. Ugh. If only I had someone to talk about this, like a convenient best friend who has nothing better to do than give great life advice despite seemingly having no experience themselves. You know, Lion, we're here. Like online forums can only do so much to provide insight without it becoming rather depressing and or insully. Earth to Lion, we have arrived at our destination. You're free to get your butt out of the car. Yes, I mean Soraya to talk to, but well, it's nice to have her as a confidant. She's very obviously still harbors some feelings for love, so our conversations sometimes reek of awkwardness. Offing her is still on the table. So, who's left? Lion, you need to respond in 10 seconds or else I'm dragging you out. Who's left to validate these confusing feelings rambling inside of me? To help me make sense of this craziness I've been enduring. To belittle their own agency for my self-worth. Lion, I swear to... You don't count. You're a nerd. Oh my god. What? Lion, what in the world you talk about? Nothing important. You sure? You've been out of it throughout the entire ride over here. Don't tell me you caught out a fever. Unfortunately not, unless you can count love a fever. Huh, if that's not a mood. So, did you check out the link I sent you yesterday? Must be talking about the crowdfunding link. The what? The crowdfunding. I sneer. I know he hates my sneer. Whatever. You have to admit, it looks pretty good. Deception tabletop card game that relies on 90s trivia and a splash of sci-fi horror. It sounds incredibly niche. And that's what's so cool about it. I want to ask you what tier I should pay for. The bundle with a customized tin, or isn't your bank account in single digits? You can always borrow some money. For a crowdfund? Like you don't even know if you're gonna get it in the end. I thought your parents said you can't. Your bad vibes aren't welcome here. Please leave it at the door. Now, speaking of vibes that weren't wanted, I can't believe you abandoned me yesterday. After I cared for you and everything over the weekend. I said I had last-minute plans. I shrug. I can't bother with the details. Also, your mom did most of the work while you kept shrieking in a corner at the side of my mom. Yeah, I don't care for your excuses. Thanks to your infidelity, though. Oh my god. I got to meet a cute guy. Really? Don't act all surprised, Lion. This nerd got game. Yeah, sure. Of course you do. Wow, the sarcasm is sure is bruising today. But you aren't going to bring my spirit down, cuz I think I have a solid chance with him. 46% to be exact. I like the sound of those odds. As you should. Nerd gets these percentages off those old Flash games that test one's compatibility with their crush. They're surprisingly accurate for them. I met this guy at a cute little restaurant off of Forsyth Road. You know of it? Sounds familiar. Forsyth Road. I could have passed it by before or read about it somewhere. Well, they're an employee there. Actually a server. And it's universally known that I like my guys in uniform. Of course, who wouldn't? Exactly. So obviously I flirted with them, blessing them with the greats. I don't think they understood, most of them, but they're like the sweetest. What exactly did you say? What do you mean? How did you flirt? Lion, lion, lion. Nerd sighs. I try not to roll my eyes. A magician never reveals their tricks. You know better than to ask that. Fine. So that was this tip jar that had images of characters from a comic book series I like. And so I made this clever reference that they... Well, luckily there was no one behind me, so I was able to explain it further. It was smooth. I was smooth. And that's all that matters. Plus, it scored the number and made them laugh, so just you wait. Nerd is one to go against the rules of building a perfect, slow burn romance. He rushes things, makes a mess, and sometimes comes back with no broken limbs. I don't understand how he gets into these sort of situations. His relationship doesn't last long, proving my point that there's nothing good from speedrunning romance. I could preach all this to him, but he never listens. Thus, I soon learned to just go with it. For some reason today, I have an icky feeling about this one. So, were they hot? Burning. The hair was beautifully coiled. They have these amazing cartilage piercings that I wish I could pull off in their eyes. Multicolored? Please, no. Out of all people. Yeah, multicolored. It's a shade of green mixed with this gorgeous blue. You happen to know them? I'm pretty sure they go to Oh, wait, that's them. For once, I don't want to turn to see. Hey, love! Hey, I'm a guy at a restaurant. Remember me? You! No! God, how did the nerd get the love of my life? No! Love turns around, trying to locate the voice before landing eyes on Nerd. Their beautiful, multicolored eyes, which are green and hazel for crying out loud, gracing Nerd and Nerd alone. And, screw me! They're smiling at him! Hey, funny running into you again. Love chat, but gotta run. My existence, which is totally ignored by the one they call love. See? What a nice guy. You know what? I think I can raise my chances to... Hey, where are you heading off to? Sorry, forgot to meet with a teacher before class. See you later, nerd. What do you keep calling me? And he's gone. Oh god, my love guide has hit a rocky turn. How can Nerd stand in my way for this? Doesn't he know? Well, he doesn't know because I never once actually told him, but... I had dibs! Okay, gotta think this through, Lion. What should I do now? I wanted to go visit Love at work today, but now Nerd stands in my way. Can't believe he went there before I did! You're kidding me! It definitely would suck if I have to off Nerd. He's my ride to school. Plus, we're friends or whatever. But I can't give up now. I'm already too deep into this. Yeah, let's game on with Nerd. There goes Transfer. Off again doing who knows what. It's like he's always plotting something. I know, can't be good. We just have to wait and see, I guess. I refuse to let Nerd deter me away from my goal. I still have a fighting chance after all. My life is turning out to be a 90s high school rom-com. A splash of romance with a dash of danger. I mean, to go deal with people after school to settle a pressing issue is a staple of its own. Well, I can't say my life is boring, can I? Once the final bell rings, I run to find Nerd already in his car. He waves at me and stuffs whatever he was eating in one of his many pockets. Look who decided to grace me with his presence today. I actually thought you'd ditch me again, which would have made me very sad. But then I would get over it and excuse myself into visiting the cutie again. I wonder if they work in today. Wait, I'm starting to have a distinct feeling that every single time I choose not to stalk Love and instead like spend time with like all these people, like Captain Nerd, I'm pretty sure there's more people down the road, that this would actually lead to the good ending. I feel like that might be the case, so let's just see where it goes. In matter of fact, Love does work today, but how would you know? It's not like you would bother putting in the time and effort to learn absolutely everything about Love. You'd think it was easy to memorize all their cute little habits and quirks overnight down to the T. Oh, it wasn't. It wasn't at all. But it's going to be all worth it. Hey, Lion, you dozing off on me again? You're being awfully quiet, but like that weird quiet when you're upset about something. He gets closer to me, but I instinctively take a step back. He stays in place, having an inquisitive look, before snapping back with a grin. That stupid grin. Is everything okay, Lion? Why aren't I saying anything? I can't be a chicken now. I need to settle things, civilly or uncivilly, I don't care. I just need to talk. And yet all words vanish before they reach the tip of my tongue. I can't be nervous, especially not in front of him. Do you want to play a game? Nerd breaks the silence, still having that stupid look on him. It should help ease his tension, plus, you know how I am about games. He unlocks the door of his cargo bed and pushes his belongings out of the way to make space before hopping in and lending me a helping hand. Come on, I know you want to. I grimace, but take his hand anyway. I played this one a long time ago, if you recall. Open Up, a fun card game disguised as an honest-to-good conversation. Remember the rules? Could you explain them? Yeah, it's pretty simple. It's like Slapjack, but introspective. Ooh. When Jack appears, you need to slap it. The difference here is that when you do, you can ask me any question and I will answer it as honestly as I can. However, if you wait too long, I may steal the chance to slap the card myself and ask you a question. But you must answer honestly. No laughs, half-truths, or everything in between, Lion. You hear? Try it out now. Slap. Nice. Sounds simple, right? You ready? Yeah, I got it. Alright, let's start. Remember the first time I played this game? It's when we first met, actually. You know, the time when I stared at him intensely. Please don't bring that up. Sorry, I thought. Doesn't matter. But you shut down for a while and this game helped to open you up. Hence the title. I'm actually surprised it did. I literally made it up on the spot. I guess a little competition is good for the soul. Huh. I don't know why I wanted to talk to you so desperately. Perhaps because you seem like a super cool person. And you know what? Glad I did. Slap. Shoot! You got it before me. Well, ask away. Why love? Love? Oh, the cute server. Are you asking me why I like them? I nod. I don't know. That's a big question. I guess I find them attractive. They're really good looking. They seem like a pretty nice guy, I think. Is that all? I stated that a bit too loud. But how can I? Doesn't even sound certain about its answer. As of now, yeah. Would love to get to know him better, of course. But what other reason do I need for liking someone? Wait a second. Are you upset because I like them? Ah, stupid me. I can't ask a question in this round. Well, let's keep playing, shall we? I lay a card down and it does the same. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I bite down my tongue to console myself, keeping myself in the rhythm. It's just like nerd to do this. Harpy on someone without a second thought, a second discretion, a second anything. It will get him killed one day. That wouldn't worry him at all. You know, if this is going to be about love, this whole game is going to get very awkward very fast. I actually didn't think you swing like that, if I'm being honest. You never really opened up about having crushes or anything, if it didn't involve phantom shipping. But really shouldn't assume that, so I'm sorry about that. Slap! Isn't that superficial? So this is going to focus on love. I was saying that there's a problem with that. To answer your question though, yeah, can't fool myself about that. It's normal. All crushes are just superficial puppy love in the beginning. Even you yourself are against the whole love at first sight idea. You know it takes time, but that doesn't disregard your initial attraction for the person. You can only grow from there, or you can falter. You can falter so hard. But you're rushing it. He rushes everything. He rushes every relationship he ever has, from crushes to even friendships. I'm a prime example of it. He rushed to be my friend despite only becoming aware of my existence within an hour. And he's still my friend for reasons I don't even understand. I don't know how someone could be like him. Isn't it overwhelming? Isn't it concerning? Isn't it scary? Am I? I mean, maybe I am. I gotta take the leap to see if it's worth it. It would suck if I just delay my feelings, only thinking of the what ifs and never the what nows. Do you remember the time I had a crush with that guy who's in that flower club? Gotta be honest to say, I only liked it because they looked amazing in plaid. But then when I asked them out, I learned pretty fast that they're pretty mean and very sarcastic, but in the haha relatable way, but more in the dang, could have taken a simple no for an answer. I skipped some steps in how to form a proper long-lasting relationship. Yeah, you could say that. I should definitely work on that, but I don't know. I don't like wasting anyone's time, and maybe I will find a balance that will work in my favor. But as of right now, it's fine to just find love for love's sake. It's like a crush with that server, right? No, it's not. How is it not? Because I'm trying to understand and take a deep breath. You can't ask a question in this round. Let's keep going. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I can't keep this rhythm going. Nerd doesn't understand. He just doesn't understand. It's a big deal for me. If I'm just liking someone for the sake of liking someone, that's not worth anything. That doesn't mean anything. I'm not rushing a relationship like Nerd does. I'm simply testing it, trying to see if it's good. I don't know if I like love that way. And I only want to. No, I need to. No. Am I even making any sense right now? I don't want Nerd to be right. I don't want him to win. If he does, then I'll... If he doesn't, then he'll... Slap! Should we play another game? I decided. I want a game where I know I can win. Huh? I mean, sure. What were you thinking of? A game where I will give you 5 seconds to run. To run? Lion, you say that with such vigor. Yeesh. You know I'm not much of an athlete. 5. Lion, you're making that weird face again. 4. Lion, let's talk about this. We don't need to escalate things. It's just a guy. 3. And he starts to go, hopping off the car and onto the lot. 2. And he's off running now, using his time wisely for once. 1. However, unfortunately for him, I guess time wasn't on his side. I'm fully aware that Nerd isn't much of an athlete. It's not like him to go outside of his trope. So I catch up to him with ease, slamming his head against the concrete, hoping one blow would be good enough. But of course not. I ignore his screams and hope a couple more blows could do the job. Any hesitation would be futile at this point. Oh! He's still breathing, which is good. Too much blood, though. Ugh. Explaining this to his mom is gonna be annoying. I pull him back to his car, taking his keys and turning on the engine. I sigh. Guess it's game over. Rival get? I don't think that's how you get a rival. That's how you get a freaking, like a lawsuit. Ugh. But anyway, that's the things we do for love. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want to play this game for yourself, link to the game will be in the description below. I did not expect to, brutally beat down a nerd. I don't even know his name yet. But anyway, hope you guys have a lovely rest of the day. And as always, I'll be seeing you in the next episode. This is Lion, signing off. Ciao.